There currently isn't just one lab to indicate that you have breast implant illness. But what you can do is get these 10 labs done to show that what you have been going through and all the symptoms that you have been experiencing are coming from your breast implants. Being somebody who has gone through breast implant illness and recovered from breast implant illness, and who has a group that solely helps women with breast implant illness, I'm tired of hearing people say, but there's no proof that breast implant illness is real. I like to come up with solutions and kind of think outside the box. So I'm like, okay, how can we kind of prove that breast implant illness is real, or what we're experiencing is coming from our breast implant? So that's what we're gonna do today. Because here's the thing, labs don't lie. They tell a story, and your labs are about to tell them yours. Before we get into it, welcome back. My name is Christina. I'm the founder of Size Happy, the admin of the best Facebook group on Facebook, Breast Implant Illness, Rejuvenation, and Education with Christina. And you can also find me on Instagram at I am Size Happy. The best way to tell if you have breast implant illness is if one of these scenarios applies to you. If you've gotten every lab imaginable done and they're all coming out normal, yet you feel like you're dying and you have all of these classic BII symptoms, or if you're living a very healthy lifestyle, you're active, you're eating right, you're doing all the right things, yet you're coming up with like autoimmune diseases and thyroid issues and hormone issues and neurological issues, and you have all these weird things going on with you, and you have breast implants, it's probably safe to say that everything you're experiencing is actually coming from your breast implants. These 10 labs that I'm about to go over with you, I personally recommend getting done like 4 to 6 weeks before your explant, and then around like a year after your explant. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna show like where things were basically at their worst when you still had the implants in right before your explant surgery. And then it's gonna show where you are after your explant, after you've had your implants removed. And be sure you stay till the end, because I am gonna share 2 bonus tests that I would definitely get done, especially if you got sick pretty much immediately after you did get breast implants, or if you have any breast swelling, redness, pain, or anything like that while you still have your breast implants in. All right, so you ready to take some notes? Here we go. I'm gonna go down the list here. That way I don't have to like stop too much or try to memorize anything. I'm gonna go through everything right here, right now. If you need to pause the video to, I don't know, grab a pen or a paper or something where you can take some notes, go ahead. That would be the time to do it now. But let's get into the 10 labs and the 2 bonus labs to do before and after your explant. So the first one is you want to check for your liver function. You especially want to do this if you have high bilirubin, which is pretty common with women who have breast implants. I myself actually have always had slightly elevated liver bilirubin. So if you have that, or if you have like non-alcoholic fatty liver, definitely get your liver function checked. You'll definitely want to get your kidney function checked as well, especially if you have UTIs, you're always dehydrated, you have a lot of fluid retention, or you have like cysts on your kidneys. That would be a good lab to get done before and after your explant to check on your kidney function. A complete blood count. So especially if you have any kind of red or white blood cell counts that are abnormal. So for me, I used to have very low white blood cell counts. And about 3 years after my explant, I got my white blood cell count done again, and I'm in the normal range. So, you know, some of these things might take time to actually see any kind of noticeable improvement. I do kind of want to say that. So, you know, every year though, after your explant is when I would be kind of rechecking everything. You'll want to look into your inflammation markers. So this would be good to check if you have joint pain, joint swelling, or if you get sick a lot. Definitely want to check on your inflammation markers. Hormones, of course. If you have a low libido, mood swings, night sweats, insomnia, if those are some of your common symptoms, definitely want to get your hormones checked. Either by a specialist, or your doctor might be able to actually send off some labs to check maybe like your basic ones. Thyroid, of course. So a lot of women typically have hypothyroidism, which means that their thyroid is a little bit slow and a little bit sluggish. Some do have hyperthyroidism, which means like they lose weight more, they're cold more often, they feel more anxious and everything like that. But your thyroid is definitely something really good to get checked before and after your explant. Heavy metals, of course, because as we know, both saline and silicone breast implants have heavy metals on the shell. So tin, silver, aluminum, mercury, lead, arsenic, those are just some that I can think right off the top of my head that are very common on all breast implants. So you'll want to see like how high your levels are while you still have the breast implants in before your explant. And then especially if you do go through some kind of detox after your explant surgery, get your levels checked again, like 1 year after your explant to see how many heavy metals you actually did remove. It's pretty remarkable when I look at these labs. Autoimmune markers. So of course, if you have any kind of autoimmune diseases while you have the implants in, get things checked out over, the next years to see if anything does improve, because I have heard stories from women who did have like high levels of autoimmune markers while they did have their implants, and then things did improve. I mean, maybe not completely went away, but things did improve after their explant surgery. So your gut microbiome, you actually can check for this. There's a company that I recommend. It's called Viome. I will link the website to them down below, but they can definitely check your gut microbiome to see like how things are looking, because if you have any kind of digestive issues, IBS, diarrhea, constipation, cramping, like just anything gastrointestinal, if you have anxiety or depression or skin rashes, or you even get sick a lot, those symptoms could actually stem from your gut. I know we oftentimes think that anxiety and depression is like a mental thing, which it can be, but our gut is considered our second brain. And so we're finding that a lot of times like anxiety and anxiousness and mood disorders and stuff could actually be stemming from the gut. So it would be really good if you have those symptoms to check on your gut. If you have leaky gut, things like that, check on it before and after your explant. And then number 10 is Candida. So if you have any kind of yeast infections, chronic fatigue, brain fog, food sensitivities, if you get skin and nail infections a lot, or if you have any kind of joint pain, definitely look into seeing like if you have Candida either in your blood. It's in your blood and it's somewhere else. I forget where the other place is, because I know I had some in my actual blood, but I think there's 2 places that you can have Candida. I'm not a doctor, obviously, and I don't claim to know everything, obviously, but check on your Candida if you have any of those symptoms and see what improves after your explant. So the 2 bonus labs that I would definitely look into, the MTHFR gene mutation. So if you have the MTHFR gene mutation, what this basically means is that your body has a harder time processing and eliminating toxins out of your body. And what are the breast implants made out of? Nothing but toxins, nothing but heavy metals. And then you have to add in all of the other environmental toxins from your environment, like just your air, your food, your cosmetics, your cleaning products, like plastics, all of the other toxins that we're getting exposed to every day. If you've gotten sick, like pretty much immediately after you got your implants in, I would definitely look to see if you have the MTHFR gene mutation. And if you do have that gene mutation, then you are going to need to go through a detox a little bit differently, because your body is going to need some different kind of supplements when going through a detox. Also, if you're experiencing any kind of breast pain, breast swelling, redness, rashes, anything odd with your breasts while you have your breast implants in, during the time of your explant surgery, see if your explant surgeon can do the CD30 test. That's the test that tests for BIA-ALCL. And so what they'll do is they'll take some of your capsule and they'll send it off to pathology and they'll swab it and they'll see if there's any kind of BIA-ALCL cells on your capsule. Those would be 2 other tests that I would get done. I mean, specifically if you have gotten really sick right after your breast implants, or if you have any kind of breast symptoms that kind of resemble BIA-ALCL symptoms. Now, this list isn't like the holy grail of lists. There are other tests and labs and ultrasounds and saliva swabs and I mean all sorts of other things I'm sure that you can get done. But these are just really easy tests that you could go to your own doctor and have them actually like fill out for you, and you could go get done probably through blood work, maybe through some saliva, but definitely look into those. I am always fascinated by labs because they do truly tell a story. They tell what you've been going through, and then when you explant and you remove your breast implants and you don't change anything else in your lifestyle, right? You don't eat different, you don't take different supplements. All you do is you remove your breast implants and then your labs slowly start getting better. How much more proof is that what you've been going through is because of your breast implants? So we're here to find solutions. We're here to play them at their own game. If they're like, hey, there's no proof, let's go ahead and start showing them the proof. If you are needing some guidance with detox after your explant, I do have the BII Bridge Healing and Detox program. I will link it down below. It's a whole protocol. You go through GI and your colon, liver, kidneys, blood and heavy metals, and then lymphatic system. So there are 5 different phases, and we're going to cleanse out each phase in an orderly fashion. It's a mind and body program, so you will find meditations in there, EFT sessions, visualizations, a ton on emotions and stress and rest and essential oils. It's kind of like the physical and the mental aspect of healing is all involved in the BII Bridge program. Also, I want to show you something. I have not been mentioning these enough, but my Size Happy apparel line is still up and running, and this is my favorite, so it's the crop top. We also have cute white t-shirts, and then we also have racer back tank tops, all with Size Happy on the front. It's super bright, super flowy. This color is so vibrant, I love it. And then also these are my favorite. I use them every day in the gym, but you can use them for your explant surgery. So they are little drawstring bags. My favorite is actually the black, but just drawstring bags. They're like the perfect little size. They're not too small, not too big, and you could just put all your essentials in there and carry back your breast implants in here after your explant surgery. I will put the link down to the Size Happy apparel down below in the description area. If you have any questions about anything, definitely let me know. Again, I'm not a doctor or anything. This isn't to be taken as medical advice, but these are just some labs that I've had done and I've seen other women get done. And it's just remarkable what happens like a year down the road after their explant surgery to see like how much their body is actually improving from the inside. So if you haven't already, please subscribe, like this video, and share a comment down below on any kind of improvements that you've experienced after your explant or any kind of labs that you've had done that you're just like blown out of the water by the results. And I shall see you on the next video.